displaying the glory of God's creation by visiting every state park, national park, and national forest in the contiguous 48 states. Welcome to Parking Full Time with Big Dave the Parker. 10th hole, 220 feet, par 3. I want to welcome you back to Parking Full Time. I am Big Dave the Parker. We are at the Wildcat Hollow Disc Golf Course in Pike Lake State Park in southern Ohio. This hole plays across a stream bed that was dry on my visit. I had to use the bridge there in order to get across the stream bed. I shot this video on Thursday, October the 27th, 2022, and the temperature at that time was 50 degrees. I'm adding the narration later. There's the basket. It is perched right by the dry creek bed on the left there. And there's the view back to the tee from behind the basket. 11th hole, 250 feet, par 3. It is slightly uphill and also a slight dogleg to the right. To get to the 11th tee from the 10th basket, you have to walk back to the bridge and then turn left on the purple blazed Wildcat Hollow hiking trail. You hike up the trail a couple hundred feet, and the 11th tee is on the left. This hole is actually a fairly open hole, given how densely wooded this area is. Also, there's a lot of leaf litter on the ground, and so if you see me take some unusual routes to get to the basket a couple of times, that's why. I'm trying to avoid rocks and roots and other things covered up by the leaf litter. There's the view back down towards the 11th tee, and 12th tee is off to the right. 12th hole, 540 feet, par 5, longest hole on this course. There's some steep terrain down from the tee to the fairway, and so we're going to walk down to the fairway, and then I'll resume this video once we get down to the fairway. We made it down to the fairway now. That is the view back up the stairs, back up towards the tee. This is the longest hole on this course, and again, I'm having to step carefully here because of the leaf litter. I don't want to step on rocks and roots and stumps and turn my ankle and that sort of thing. There's a steep hillside off to the right, and this hole is a dogleg right, so it kind of plays around the edge of the hillside that you see off to the right here. The terrain is not as extreme as it is on the front 9. There's the 12th basket right there. But there is some elevation change and some exciting holes here on the back 9. There's the view back to the tee from behind the basket on the 12th hole. 13th hole, 221 feet, slightly uphill and slight dogleg right. It's a par 3. This is a fairly tight hole with lots of trees on either side of the line of play here. Also, I will say there are supposed to be 2 tees for every hole, but on my visit I had a hard time finding the front tees, and so all of these video clips and all of the distances I'm giving you are from the back tees. There's the 13th basket. Again, very steep hillside up there to the right. And there's the view from behind the basket back down to the 13th tee, down the narrow line of play. 14th hole, 240 feet, par 3. Again, there's some steep downhill between the tee and the fairway, and so I'll pause this video and resume it once we get down to the fairway. We're down in the fairway now. You see the steep hillside off to the right. Much like the 12th hole, the basket is actually located kind of behind this little ridge as you look at it from the tee. And so you have to decide if you're going to risk biting off the dog leg. If you do that, you're going to have to throw it up and over the ridge to the right. In my mind, I thought that was too risky, but you could do that if you wanted to take more of a chance. There's the 14th basket. I like the leaves sitting on top of the basket there. There's the view back to the tee from behind the 14th basket. 15th hole, 210 feet, par 3. It plays across this stream, which was a rocky creek bed. All the rocks were covered up by leaves on my visit, so I decided to cross the creek bed and then restart this video. Here we are across the creek bed now, and we're almost to the basket. There are also several large trees growing just in front of the basket, and the creek guards the basket on the right, so this hole definitely requires an accurate throw. There's the view back to the tee from behind the basket on the 15th hole. Hole number 16, 219 feet, par 4. It is a fairly tight line, but I really do think this probably ought to be a par 3. That's my opinion. Also, I was very thankful that someone, probably a park maintenance person, had come and cleared off all of the leaf litter on this hole. I know my ankles especially were very thankful for that. There's the 16th basket. And there is the view back to the tee from behind the basket. 17th hole, 174 feet, par 3. There are a large number of trees that you have to throw between here, but overall this is a very flat and actually one of the more boring holes on this course. Boring might be a good thing or a bad thing depending on your view of the rest of the course. There's the 17th basket. Nice, simple, straightforward hole. There's the view back to the tee from behind the basket. 18th and final hole, 200 feet, par 3. There's a little dry creek bed right in front of the tee, and that creek bed goes up the right-hand side of the hole and guards the right-hand side of the basket. Overall, though, this is really the most open hole on this course. Since this is the final hole, I want to thank you for watching. This channel would not be anything without the people who watch. I realize that every day, and I thank you every day. If you like this sort of thing, please click the thumbs up button and the subscribe button. There's the 18th basket. That helps other people find this video and encourages me to bring more of this sort of thing your way. Again, very open, very tame hole to finish this course. Thank you for watching, take care, and Lord bless.